Welcome to Synagogues of Illinois, Part 27. In this episode, we're going to check out a couple of the near-north suburban locations that have Jewish houses of worship. Our first suburb is Evanston. It borders along the north edge of Chicago. In fact, the synagogue that we're viewing here, on that side of the street, it's Evanston. On the other side of the street, it's Chicago. Today it is called the Sephardic Congregation. At one time it may have also been called the Portuguese Sephardic Congregation, as its customs are in the Portuguese Sephardic tradition. Rabbi Herzl Hillel Yitzchak is its current spiritual leader. The congregation also hosts a kollel, or an adult Jewish study group called Kollel Ateret Mordechai. This congregation has been around since at least the 1970s, and for many, many years its spiritual leader was Michael Azos before he moved to Israel. Our next Evanston synagogue is right around the corner to the west and about 2 blocks into the north. It's the Jewish Reconstructionist congregation. The building shown here was erected in 2008 and is an eco-friendly construction. Its current rabbi is Rachel Weiss. The congregation has been around since the mid-1960s. For many years, its rabbi was Arnold Rackless. Although, as we said, the building was constructed in 2008, the congregation has been at this location since 1985, when it purchased the building from another synagogue, Mikdash El Hagra, which was a conservative traditional congregation. It allowed the latter congregation to rent space in the building for as long as they were able to keep up a minyan. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings, and during the school year there is a Tuesday evening Ma'ariv service. The next stop in Evanston is the Tannenbaum Chabad House. It serves both the Jewish students from Northwestern University and the locals living in the area who prefer a more traditional prayer service. Rabbi Dov Hillel Klein has been its director for close to 30 years, and I believe he mentioned recently that a new building is in the plans. The fourth and final Jewish house of worship in Evanston is Beth Emet, the Free Synagogue. It is a Reform-affiliated congregation. Andrea C. London is its senior rabbi since July of 2010, but she has been with the congregation since 2000. We believe that Rabbi Peter S. Noble is Rabbi Emeritus and affiliated with the synagogue since 1980. Its founding rabbi back in 1950 was David S. Polish, or possibly Polish. He was a distinguished gentleman who treated everyone he came into contact with respect. Why is it called the Free Synagogue? Because Rabbi Polish wanted to be able to ensure that whoever spoke at the pulpit would have the freedom of speech. There are both Friday evening and Saturday morning Shabbat services. The camera shifts over to another suburb, Wilmette, and we're looking at the Chabad of Wilmette. Rabbi David Flinkenstein is the director. Shabbat services are held both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. There's also an early mincha minyan after the Kiddush following the Saturday morning service, and there is also a Sunday morning minyan. A Chabad Lubavitch branch in Wilmette was established by Rabbi Flinkenstein in 1992. The other Jewish house of worship in Wilmette can be seen by anybody driving north on the Edens Expressway, and it is called Beth Hillel B'nai Emunah. Annie Tucker is the current rabbi, and Alan Kensky is Rabbi Emeritus after he retired in 2013. From its name, you can probably figure out that this is a merger of two synagogues, Beth Hillel and B'nai Emunah. Beth Hillel was established in Wilmette in 1958. B'nai Emunah was established in 1953, originally in Lincolnwood, and then it moved to Skokie, where it was there for many, many years. Both of these congregations were conservative affiliated, so it was a natural choice for B'nai Emunah to consider merging with Beth Hillel. The merger occurred in 2004. For many years, Harold Stern was the rabbi of B'nai Emunah, and at its height, it had 950 member families. But in the past generation, Skokie has become primarily an Orthodox community, which we will see in an upcoming video. And here is that B'nai Emunah synagogue building as it existed in Skokie prior to the merger. As one can see, it was a magnificent structure. Apparently there was no interest to convert the building for Orthodox usage. We move along to another near north suburb, Glencoe, with two Jewish houses of worship. The first one here is Am Shalom. This is a Reformed temple. Besides a Friday evening Shabbat service and a Saturday morning Torah study, there is a Monday and Thursday evening service during the school year. Stephen Stark Lowenstein is the senior rabbi. He's assisted by Rabbis Phyllis Summer and Pamela Mandel. This congregation was established in 1972 and has a membership list of over 950 families. The other Glencoe Jewish house of worship is also Reformed. It's the North Shore congregation, literally right on the lake. One wonders about high tide. Wendy Geffen is senior rabbi. She's assisted by Rabbis Lisa S. Green and Ryan E. Daniels. Shabbat services are offered both Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. This excursion is over, and we will next take a look at the Synagogues of Skokie.